set for a start. It's Dicker the kicker. Cameron Dicker with a run-up, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
But able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Rodgers going to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. From the 46, here's second and a couple. This pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 37 yards. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
On play action, now Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. He finds Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they'd put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
With a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees it opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Run! Ready!
Running on 1st down, Eckler. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Guyton, 59 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and we're 7 here in quarter number 2. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. That he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Flush to his right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. And for the right side here, complete. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Breaks it. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 9-yard touchdown run. Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. On the return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the Jets going to go on offense one last time in this 1st half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man, that's Lazard. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Rodgers will throw for it, eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here. Halftime. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, 57 yards. And the Chargers have retaken it. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
End zone here, and the lead moves up to 7.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side after heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. On play action, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. It's brought in by Wilson. Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Rodgers now to throw. And Wilson with it, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine, but going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for two. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a one-point lead. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and put lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he will be taken down with a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Eckler now between the tackles. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And so he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
On the return is Gibson. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 2. A little over 80 ticks to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Now Rodgers. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He's going to get this one complete here to Cobb. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 40. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Rodgers. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert going to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Here's 1st down. Herbert to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And no, wide left. It's no good.
Personal
and
foul.
A tough finish to this one.
Defense.
Of course, the game can't end with a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack.
So now you get an untimed play, which should be the last one, unless it happens again and there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick here is good. And this whole crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you.